Malaysia My Second Home guide, an official guide. Now let's go to that. Of course, before that, please subscribe, like, and press the notification bell for future video. Now also, if you have any questions, please leave your comments below so that I can share with you my thoughts. Now let's come back to the official guide. Right, prepare for that. Now if you have any questions, remember, leave your comments below. Now this is, if you like to if you like to know more about this guide, there's a link below. So there's a link in the descriptions below, so remember to check it out. Now let's come back to the guide. Okay, now this guide have a total 27 pages, which is released by the Malaysian government on January 15th. Now let us go through one by one. Now this is the first page. All right, now the second page, and there's some descriptions on that. Selamat datang, which means welcome to Malaysia, and the contents. Okay, now in this guide you will see the content. Just 1 minute. Let me set up some. Let me set up the. Oops. Just 1 minute. I haven't set it up correctly. Okay. Now, let me show you how to look for this guide. If you do not like to click the link below, okay, you just can type in Google's. Okay. Now and just 1 minute. There's something wrong with that. Just 1 minute. There's something not right in my setting. Okay, now let's do it all over again. We key in google.com. Okay, in the search, just type in the word MoTech. Okay. The first one, MoTech. Okay, you press the first one, and then you press the first one for MoTech. Now on the first page, you will see the official web page, and you press on the pengumuman, the siaran media. Okay, now you will see this. Okay, Malaysia My Second Home, which is released on the 15th of January. Press this. And scroll down and check on this. Okay, guide Malaysia My Second Home English versions. Press on this. Now here you go. This is the official website. I'm trying. You can actually download this. I can't use my. Just let me see how I can. Okay, now the content. Now in this guide, there are some contents on page 6. What is Malaysia My Second Home? Why Malaysia? Property in Malaysia. Type of property in Malaysia. The requirements and regulations. Okay. More insight on the categories. QR code for licensed MM2H company, and document checklist. Let us go through this one by one. Okay. Okay, this is now you can read it by yourself. What is Malaysia My Second Home's programs? Okay, you can read this. Now, why Malaysia? So you can also have a short read. Property in Malaysia. Now this is only a very brief descriptions on the property Malaysia, type of property in Malaysia. Okay, we are not going to go through that today. We are more emphasize on the MM2H for this afternoon. Now, okay, now here maybe we can start from here. New participants under the Malaysians My Second Home program. I'm trying to download this so that I can draw on this page. I'm just trying to download this. Now, since I can't download this, I can use okay, let us see the terms and regulation. Okay, now the terms and regulations. New participants under the Malaysians My Second Home MM2H program. Now there's some prerequisites which is very important before you decide to join the programs. Now, number one, participants into MM2H program is open to every eligible foreign individuals from sovereign countries that has diplomatic relations with Malaysia. Okay, once approved, participants are henceforth referred to as principal. Number two, applications must be at least 25 years old and above for silver, gold, and platinums categories, or 21 years old for the for those who intend to apply the SEZ or what we call that special economic zones. Right, now this is a very simple requirement. Now, number three, applications should be submitted through submitted and completed through any MM2H tour operating business. Okay, so, okay, you have to go through a licensed agency. Number four, every application from new participant or existing principal needs to be conducted through the one-stop center, or in short form we call it OSC. Now you can see that, okay, OSC here. All matters concerning immigration, including the final approval, are under the jurisdiction of the Malaysian Home Affairs or through the immigration department. Now let's come to this financial requirements. Okay, on the left. Now let me enlarge this. Financial requirements. Eligible participants must have a FD, okay, fixed deposit in any Malaysian financial institutions licensed under the Financial Services Act. Now this is a maximum withdrawal. Look at the blue wordings. A maximum withdrawal of 50% is allowed on the principal FD value. Now the key word here is maximum. Okay, a maximum withdrawal. You can withdraw less than the 50%, but you can't withdraw more than 50%. So that is a maximum. The key word is maximum here. It also depends on how much you have spent. You can't withdraw more than what you have spent. And the maximum, the keyword maximum, is 50%, starting from the second years onwards. Now this is a bit confusing. Now here it is written starting from the second year onwards, but in the approval letter it say that after the visa endorsement, okay, after visa endorsement you can actually start apply to withdraw the FD, the fixed deposit. Okay, now let us continue from here. Now there are four categories. Okay, very simple, four categories, but people still confused with that. Now let us look at the fixed deposit that you have to place in any banks, in any licensed bank in Malaysia. Now the first category is SEZ or SFZ, which means special economic zones or special financial zone. Now US dollar 65,000 for those principal applicants aged less than 50 years old, which means from 21 to 49 years old. Okay, you have to put the FD, you have to place FD of 65,000 US dollar. But remember, you can actually withdraw a maximum of 50% once you have spending on 4 different categories, which I will explain to you later. You can also find more detail on this guide. Now, for those who are 50 years old and above, for those principal above 50 years old, okay, now you can withdraw 50% as well, but your FD, your fixed deposit, is only 32,000 US dollar. Okay, it's only 32,000 US dollar, which is very budget value and budget amount. Now this is SEZ. Now what about silver? Now silver, you have to place a 150,000 US dollar. Gold, you have to place a 500,000, 500,000 US dollar. Now for platinum, the highest category, okay, you have to place a 1 million ringgit US dollar, or equivalent to the ringgit amount. Okay, you can have options between US dollar and ringgit, the Malaysian's official's currency. Now let us go to number 2, participating fees, one-off. Okay, now very important, it is one-off. Now eligible participants would also need to pay a one-off participant fees as outlined below. Now it's only 1,000 for the SEZ, special economic zones, and the silver categories. Okay, 1,000. For gold, it is 3,000 ringgit. Okay, now here the currency is ringgit, not US dollar. Okay, it's ringgit. Now let us continue. The platinum is 200,000 ringgit. It is the whooping increase to 200,000 ringgit from 1,000 to 3,000, and then a whooping 200,000. Of course, you have special privilege for the platinums. Now, here is also very important. No participating fees are required for dependents. Okay. Now let us come to number 4, minimum stay. Okay, MM2H participants aged below 50 years old are required to be present or stay in Malaysia for 90 days cumulative in 1 year. Now this you need to understand what that means. Now here it refers to principal applicants. It does not refer to dependents. Okay, now which means principal applicants who are below 50 years old, okay, you have to live or spend at least 90 days in Malaysia. Now no worry about this, because the word cumulative means you can share with your dependents, okay, in a year. Even say you don't come to Malaysia, not even a day, but your dependents stay in Malaysia. Now they can add up their stay in Malaysia to make it to 90 days. Now that will fulfill the requirements. Alright, meaning that if you are still working abroad, but your children or your spouse or even your parents stay in Malaysia, now their stay still counts. Okay, now the stay counts add up from each dependents. Say for example, say if you have 3 dependents in Malaysia, if they stay here for 30 days, so you multiply 30 days by 3, so you got 90 days already. So you are basically fulfill the requirements. Well, let us continue with that. Remember, subscribe, like, and share this video. And if you have any questions, please leave your comments below so that I can share with you. Now, medical checkup. Now, it is compulsory to undergo medical checkup in a panels clinic, hospital appointed by the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, or in short form MOTAC, for the principal and the dependent. So it means everyone still have to go through the medical checkup in Malaysia. Okay, in Malaysia. Now, number 4. Let us go to number 5. Purchase of residence. Okay, now this is very important. It is not saying that it is a purchase of property. It is purchase of residence. Okay, the word residence means a lot. Let us continue with that. The guide, the official guide released by the Malaysian government, the MOTAC. Now, number 5, purchase of residence. It is compulsory to purchase and own a residence. Okay, purchase and own a residence after obtaining the approval as MM2H participant. Now, selling the residence is not allowed for 10 years unless it is upgrades the residence by purchasing one of higher value. Now, it means you have a holding period of 10 years. You can't sell the property unless under 2 circumstances. One is if you like to upgrade, your property to a better one, to more expensive one, or if you would like to say, for example, say after 3 or 5 years, you would like to cancel your MM2H, you would like to migrate to others country, you would like to terminate the MM2H program. Only after that you can sell the property. You do not have to hold it for 10 years. You can sell the property after cancellations and withdraw your FD. Now, this is you have to take note on this. Now, let us now the value of the property. Now, let us start with the lowest requirement, the SEZ or the SFZ. Like what I said, it means a spatial economic zone for SEZ, spatial financial zone for SFZ. Subject to the relevant state property purchase policy. So there's a no for spatial economic zone or SEZ. There's no minimum purchase amount. It is all depends on the state government. Subject to the relevant state property purchase. Now, for the silver, okay, a minimum of 600,000 ringgit. Okay, not US dollar, ringgit. Now, do not confuse with the 600,000, because in Malaysia, all right, in Malaysia, purchase of land or property or the fixed asset, it is controlled by the state government, not the federal government. Now, this is very important. Many people confuse. It is controlled by the state government. For example, in KL, in Kuala Lumpur, now this KL state government or the city council have a requirement for all foreign national who try to purchase a property in Kuala Lumpur. Now, the minimum amount, the minimum threshold you have to buy in KL is 1 million ringgit. Okay, 1 million ringgit. Now, and when we refer to the silver, it only says 600,000. Now, between the 600,000 and 1 million, you have to follow whichever amount. You have to follow whichever is higher. Okay, now in this case, 600,000 and 1 million. So the state government's minimum requirement applies. not the 600, but 1 million in KL. In Selangor, it will jump to 2 millions. Now, in certain states like Malacca, okay, the state government only require foreign national to purchase property higher than 500,000. So in between the 500,000 and 600,000, the 600,000 will apply. So you can't buy 500,000 property in Malacca and trying to apply the Malaysian My Second Home, the MM2H. Now that is not eligible. So you must be very, very careful on this. Now you must always read this. You must always read this together with the state government. So the higher amount will apply, not this one. Okay, whichever is higher. Now let us go to number 6, dependents. Okay, participants are allowed to bring dependents as follow. Now you can bring your spouse. Number 1, you can bring your spouse. Now number 2, biological children, stepchildren, adopted children below the age of 21. Below the age of 21. Okay, now those between 21 and 34. They have a special treatment for them. 21 to 34 must be unemployed and single while in Malaysia. So basically up to the age of 34 years old. But from 21 to 34, you must be singles and unemployed in Malaysia. All right. Now the keyword is in Malaysia. Now for those who are working, work from home. Okay, you may work with company in the United States or in elsewhere in different country, but you have to work from home. Now I'm not 100% sure if you can do this, but logically thinking, now this is okay. Now categories and benefits. Number 7, participants receive tax exemptions on foreign fund or income such as their FD. Okay, now this is also a question that always asked by many clients. Okay, about their source of income, whether it is taxable in Malaysia or not. So it is very clearly say that a participant receive tax exemptions on forex fund or income. So as long as your income is not generated in Malaysia, so if you are bringing from the fund is from abroad, so it is not taxable. Now long-term medical treatment is allowed in Malaysia within the MM2H past validity period. Okay, this is number 8. Now let's go to number 9. Okay, now before we proceed, after I go through the guide, I will also show you I will also share with you some of your concern. Okay, of course you have to leave your comments below. Okay, let me check with this. The educations. Okay, let us check with the educations. Now, the dependents and the children are allowed to pursue their education up to the tertiary level. So tertiary levels means you are okay to have your college or the university level. You can study using the MM2H visa, but of course you still have to get a special endorsement if you are doing the higher level educations in the government recognized higher learning institutions in Malaysia. And number 10, okay, business investment activities. The category below outline which participants are allowed to conduct business or pursue career opportunities while in Malaysia. Now, it is very clear, only platinum is permissible to have business or investment activities in Malaysia. The rest of the 3 categories, SEZ, silver and gold, you are not supposed to have commercial income in Malaysia. So only platinum are permissible to have business or investment activities. Now this is number 10. Now basically this is a very basic, the fundamental requirements of MM2H. Now let us look at the applications process. Okay, number one is show you some application process. Okay, now this is start, and you apply through registered MM2H agents. So for this time, for these versions, you can't apply yourself online. No, you must apply through a registered or a licensed agent. All right, if you would like to know more about this, or if you would like to apply, you can leave me a comment. We are one of the registered or licensed MM2H company. Okay, let's us continue with the process. Remember, this is the official guide released by the Malaysian government on January 15, 2025. Now, step number 1, okay, apply to a registered MM2H agent. Step number 2, submit your document to a registered agent. Now, number 2, submit your document to registered agent. Now, your registered agent shall go through all your documents submitted. So even before that, they will give you a lot of consultation, how to apply, which document to submit, how to prepare your document. Now this is very time consuming, so it is better to get an experienced agent. All right, now number 3, now your registered agent, you will submit the applications and related document to the OSC, one-stop center. Then number 4, application review by the OSC. Now, and then they will make a decision whether issue you an acceptance document, a receipt, or reject. Now, when on the day the licensed agents submit your applications, now the OSC, the government staff, will quickly go through your documents, whether it is completed or lack of documents. Now they will reject your applications immediately on the same day and ask you for more documents. Okay, now if they accept your documents, right, they will issue you with official receipts the next day or sometimes on the same day, but within 1 to 3 days normally you'll get your official receipt by the government. Okay, this is number 5, issuance of acceptance documents receipts. Now number 6, notice of application and conditional approval letter issued to appointed agent. Now in this case, most of the times it will take about 2.5 to 3.5 months. All right, on average, the processing time is 3 months. But in April, some of the clients, they already got their approval letter in 2 months, which is an improvement from the government, which is a good thing. Okay, within 3 months, remember, within 3 months, and on average. Now number 7, register MM2H agent to notify participants. Okay, we will inform you if your applications has been approved, and once approved, you will have to come to Malaysia within 90 days. Now this is very important, within 90 days. Now if you can't make it within 90 days, you shall talk to your agents, ask them to apply for a postponement or to prolong your 90-day stay. Now there are, your agent should do that, and your agent should know that, or even before that happens, it will be advisable if you can plan your applications so that you and your family can have time to come to Malaysia, especially for those family who intend to send the children to the Malaysian international school. Normally the family will come to Malaysia during summer holidays, which falls in July or August. So the submissions, if you submit it in April's May, now then in July when it is approved, the whole family will have time to travel to Malaysia to do the final visa endorsement. So this is very important. And please, okay, help me to click like, share the videos, and subscribe to my video, so that and very importantly, click the bell for a future notification. If not, you will not get any notification for my new video release. Now, number 8. Now, applicants to prepare the following document within 90 days. Okay, the keyword is 90 days. Now, fixed deposit certificate, health insurance, medical checkup report, personal bond, validity passport. Now, even it is said that applicants to prepare the following document. Now, actually, your registered agents will help you to get all these documents ready before final endorsement. So-called the terms endorsement means that the actual stick it on your passport. Now, this is the terms endorsement means. Now, number 9, submit document for registered agents, make payment for processing fees, and MM2H endorsement pass issue. Okay, now this is a general, one of the general flow of your MM2H applications process. So overall, the keyword is to appoint a registered agent and to submit all your required documents. Now let us continue with this official guide. All right. Now, number 12, MM2H pass. This one, MM2H pass. Remember, if you like to have a copy of this guide, click the description below. Okay, in the descriptions below, I have prepared a link from the Malaysian government. You can click the link and get a copy of this guide. Now let us go through this MM2H pass. The MM2H pass is renewable. Okay, it is renewable, and its validity will depend on the validity of the passport. Okay. Now the validity of the pass, it will depend on your passport. Now at this time, each issuance of the visa is subject to your validity of your passport. Now the maximum is 5 years. If your passport expiry date is less than 5 years, for example, if your passport will expire in 3 years, so you will only get a 3 years visa, and then after that you have to renew your passport, and then the remaining period will be given to you. This is what it means. Now, if the validity of the participant passport expires before the end of the MM2H pass, the participant is required to renew the security sticker to be included in the new passport. So let us look at the durations of each categories now. SEZ, Special Economic Zone, or SFZ, Special Financial Zone. Now, these programs cover 10 years for principal and independence. Okay, 10 years. Now, what happened after 10 years? Okay, you may ask, what happened after 10 years? Now, after 10 years, you still can apply for renewal or extension for additional 5 years. Now, theoretically, you can always renew every 5 years, unlimited times, provided you do not commit any crimes or any wrongdoing in Malaysia. If you do not, you are not one of the blacklist participants, you will get the extension for 5 years each time. So not to worry too much on the tenure. Okay, now let's go to the silver. Now silver is a 5 years, and of course, like what I said, after 5 years you can always renew you can always renew or extend for another 5 years, unlimited times, multiple times. Okay, now the goal, it cover 15 years in one shot. Okay, this program cover 15 years, but your visa is only 5 years. So every 5 years you got to renew the MM2H visa. So 15 years is basically means 5 plus 5 plus 5. Now after 15, you still be able to renew for another 5 years, unlimited times. Platinum is 20 years. Okay, now let us look at what you required for the renewal, terms of renewal of MM2H pass. Now I'll be doing live each Sunday, now either on 12 noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So watch out my notice. So each Sunday at noon, at 12 noon or 1 o'clock for those. This is my second live. Okay, let's continue with that. Now, terms of renewal of pass. Now, for those who just joined, the live, this is an official guide released by the Malaysian government on January 15th. Okay, you can download a copy from the links below, from the links provided in the descriptions. Now, the MM2H sticker pass is renewable every 5 years or based on the participant validity, passport validity. The fees involved in this renewal, okay, visa, depending on countries, depending on the passport holder, from 0 to 50 ringgit, depending on participant nationalities. Okay, and the pass is 500 per year. Okay, 500 per year. You have to pay. So for 5 years, it is 2,500 per person per year. Now, after the maximum years of the program has been completed, now see what happens. Now we say just now, okay, SEZ 10 years, silver 5 years program, a gold 15 years program, platinum 20 years program. What happened once this 10, 5, 15, 20 years matured? Now, the pass can be renewed for every 5 years after the maximum years in the program has been completed. So, like what I said, even after 20 years, you still be able to renew your visa after that. Now, participants will need to produce the latest document as follow. Now, okay, for renewal, you still have to provide some basics documents. Now, let us go through that. A copy of your valid passport. Now, this is a sure thing. Now, a copy of the latest medical report. So, after the program, you have to go through the medical report, medical screening again, and the health insurance. Okay, you must be protected by a health insurance. Now, the fees. Okay, now for SEZ, Special Economic Zones, is 300 for every principal and each dependent. So everyone in the family will have to pay 300 for their renewal. For the silver is 1,500, gold is 3,000 ringgit, platinum is 5,000 ringgit for each one in the family. Now let's come. Applications for renewal will need to be submitted to the OSC, One-Stop Center, or the immigration department. Now, change of principle. Now, this is something that is new to if we compare to the different version of previous MM2H program. This is very new because the government have received numerous suggestions on this. Okay, change of principle. Now, there are still some requirements to do this. Now, the MM2H pass is transferable to the next of kin among the registered dependent in the event of the death of the principal. So, only if the principal pass away, if the principal die, okay, now the status of principal can be transferred to your next of kin. Now, how to select next of kin? Now, this is also a very important topic, how to choose your next of kin. If you would like to know more, contact me, and subscribe my channel, click like and share the video to your friends, okay, or on your social media. And very important, leave your comments below if you have any issue, okay. Okay, change of principal. If the principal die, if the principal pass away, you can change the status to your next of kin. Okay, this is on the page. Okay, now this is something that you can read through. Now, for each category, now in this page onward, okay, in this page onward, it will tell you more in depth of each category, the requirements of each category. Okay, now let's go through this as well. Remember, if you have any questions, please leave your comments below so that I can share with you. We have 4 viewers at the moment. Okay, now, okay, let us go through the platinum categories. Okay, now if you go through, you have a platinum, the yellow color, the golden color one is for the gold, and then you have silver, and then you have the blue color for the special economic zone. Now let us go through one by one the platinum's categories. Okay, platinum. Now the financial requirement. Let's enlarge the screen. Okay. Financial requirement, FD of 1 million ringgit. Now, like what I say, the FD of 1 million ringgit, you can have the options of US dollar or the Malaysian ringgit, the equivalent amount of the Malaysian ringgit at this time, which is about 4.4 to each dollar. Okay, each greenback is worth 4.4 ringgit. So 1 million is about 4.4 million ringgit. Okay, in any Malaysian financial institution, it basically means every bank's registered bank in Malaysia. Okay, maximum withdrawal of 50% is allowed on the principal. Okay, now the key word is maximum of 50%. Of course, you can always withdraw less than that. You can withdraw 10%, 20%, but the maximum is 50%. Now, after the approval, okay, now see here, there's 2 keywords which is very important. Now, the keyword number 1 is the maximum withdrawal. The word maximum of 50% is allowed on the principal FD value after the approval of as MM2H participant has been obtained. Okay, now once you obtain the approval letter, okay, once your application has been granted, it is time you are eligible to apply for withdrawal. Now, withdrawal is only for the purpose of purchasing a residence, educations, medical, tourism activities in Malaysia. Now, it is only allowed for tourism, it is only allowed for domestic travel within Malaysia with a licensed tourism company. Now, this is very important. Okay, now let us go to that. This is the platinum. Remember, this is a platinum's MM2H category platinum. Participating fees is a one-off. Okay, the word one-off. Participating fees is 200,000 ringgit. Okay, the words ringgit, RM, ringgit Malaysia, or the official symbol is MYR, Malaysian ringgit. Okay, 200,000 for every principal. Okay, it's only applied to the principal. Family members or dependents will not required to pay this amount. Also, you can take it as 200,000 only for family. For your family. Okay, Now let us continue. No participating fees for dependents. So it is a one-off for per family. Now purchase of residence. Okay, let us come to this purchase of residence. Compulsory to purchase and own a residence after obtaining the approval as MM2H dependents. Now the key word is residence. Okay, compulsory and residence. This is the key word. Now you are not supposed to buy any shops for commercial purpose shops. You are not supposed to buy land. You are not supposed to buy warehouse, factories. Now these are all for commercial purpose property. So you are only allowed to buy a residence. Okay, the word residence is actually the key word of the day for purchase of residence. Now value of the purchased residence should be 2 million or above. Now this is for platinum's category. Okay, now we have go through that just now. Platinum is 2 millions. For the gold programs which cover 15 years, it is 1 million. For silver for 5 years, the amount is 600,000 or stated or the as set by the state government, whichever amount is higher. Okay, let us continue. At the moment, all the state in Malaysia, the minimum threshold for foreigner is the maximum is 2 million. So this is quite safe. Now, and you have a holding period of 10 years. Selling of the residence is not allowed for 10 years. So you have a holding period of 10 years. Of course, under two different scenarios, you still can sell the property. Number one, if you decided to terminate or to cancel your MM2H one day, even before the holding period of 10 years, if you cancel your property, if you cancel your MM2H visa, you still can sell the property. Scenario number two is that if you decided to buy a better or a more expensive property for your own stay, then you can resell your property, your first property, in the secondaries market. Okay, now minimum length of stay for the platinum category. Okay, now this is only for the principal. Okay, be present or staying in Malaysia for 90 days cumulative in a year. Now I have explained this in detail. The 90 days cumulative means it is a share. You can share this 90 days with your family members. Right, now the most simple example is that if you have 3 dependents, right, and each of them staying 30 days, 1 month, 30 days in Malaysia, you have 3 dependents, so 30 multiplied by 3 equivalent to 90 days. Now that will fulfill the requirements. So even if the principal applicants do not stay in Malaysia, but your family members do, now this is also okay, acceptable. Now dependents. Okay, now now the meaning of dependents. Okay, now spouse, biological children, stepchildren, adopted children. Okay, age up to 21. Now for those 21 to 34, you must be unemployed and single while in Malaysia. Now medically certified children with disabilities, no age limit. Okay, if you can have a certificate to show that you are disabled children, now that age limit does not apply to you. And then you can have your parents and parents-in-law, and you can bring in the foreign mate. Now, foreign mate is only allowed in the platinum category. Now, for the others 3 categories, gold, silver, and SEZ, now that is not allowed. For those categories, you can only employ the domestic mate. Okay, now when we look at this, when we look at dependents, Okay, now there's one thing that is common in certain country, but it's not common in Malaysia. It is the defector. Okay, now if you and your wife is not legally married, okay, it's not legally married, which means you cannot produce any certificate, any register or recognized marriage certificates. Defector is not in this category. Okay, now I have been asked by some of the applicants if their so-called girlfriends can they join them. I'm afraid the answer is no. Okay, now let's continue with this platinum categories. Okay, now the pass, it is a 20 years MM2H pass. Okay, now this is for platinums. Now 20 years, after 20 years you still can renew for 5 years, and this 5-year renewal is for multiple times. Okay, numerous times. Basically there's no stop for this. Okay, now this program is for 20 years, but like what I said, the issuance of the security sticker, the security visa sticker, is only for 5 years. So 20 years, it means 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 4 times. And for principal and dependents, okay, now the whole program is for you, for the principal applicants and your dependents. It is renewable. The validity of the pass will depend on the validity of the participant's passports. If the validity of the participant's passport expires before the end of the MM2H pass, the participant is required to renew the pass. Now let's come to the educations. Okay, dependents is allowed to pursue their educations up to tertiary level in any government recognized higher learning institutions. Okay, you can use the MM2H pass up to tertiary educations, which basically means college and universities. Dependents, okay, dependents children is allowed to use the existing MM2H pass or be given a student pass automatically. Okay, you get a student pass automatically, or you use the existing MM2H pass for your dependents' educations. Medical, okay, long-term medical treatment is allowed. Now this is, remember, this is for the platinums, for the platinums categories. Now business investment activities. Okay, business investment activity, remember this is only allowed for platinums category. Okay, you can't run your business or company in Malaysia for gold, silver and XEZ categories. Okay, only platinum is allowed. This is very important. Okay, business investment permissible, career opportunities, which means workings, permissible, medical checkup, that is okay. Now medical checkup, compulsory to undergo medical checkup in a panel's clinic or hospital appointed by the Ministry of Tourism Art or MOTAC. Okay, after you got your approval. Tax exemptions, okay, tax exemption on incoming funds such as FD, okay, or foreign generated income, and if you transfer to Malaysia, it is tax exempted. So no questions about this, so not to worry too much on this. Now change of principle, okay, in the event of death, now the key word is death. Okay, your pass is transferable. You can't transfer the principal status to any of your dependents while you are still alive, while you are still living. So only in the case of if the principal is deaf, is okay. Terms of renewal, okay. Now after 20 years, what happened after 20 years? The pass can be renewed for every 5 years after the maximum years of the program has been completed. Okay, now after the maximum years of the program has been completed, Now remember, for platinum, it is a 20 years programs. So once it is completed, if you have completed the 20 years, you can still renew or extend. And then applicants will need to produce latest document as follow. Now, okay, now this is for renewal. Okay, for renewal, a copy of the valid passport. This is for sure. Without passport, you can't do anything in foreign countries. Okay, a copy of the medical report. Okay, medical screening is still needed. Health insurance, you still have to cover yourself with health insurance. Okay, applications. The fees is 5,000 for everyone in the family. So the fees is 5,000. So if you have 4 in the families, for platinum category, it is 20,000, 5,000. Now, this is basically for all. Now, and then we can come to the gold. Okay, now for the gold categories. Remember, you can leave your message if you have any questions. Okay, leave your message, and remember to subscribe my channel and click on the bell, the notification bell, if you do not want to miss out any future video release. And I'm going to have the live streamings on Sunday, either on 12 o'clock noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoons. Okay, now for the gold. Now basically the requirements are the same, except the financial requirement, the FD for gold is less, is 500,000 US dollar or equivalent amount of ringgit. Now it is something like 2.2 or 2.3 million ringgit, or 500,000 ringgit, US dollar. Okay, the maximum withdrawal still remain unchanged, is 50% of the FD amount after the approval of MM2H. And then participating fees is 3,000. This is a one-off for one family, for every principal. Okay, for every principal means basically it means for one family. So it is a one-off money of 3,000. Okay, no, it is free for dependents. Now purchase of residence, it is the same thing. Now is the only difference is the amount you can, the minimum amount you can buy is 1 million ringgit, or the amount as set by the state government, whichever is higher. Okay, now the keyword is whichever is higher. So whether it is a 1 million ringgit or the minimum amount, the minimum threshold set by the state government, whichever is higher, now that will apply. Now, for example, in Selangor, in certain zone in Selangor, the minimum amount for a foreigner to buy is 2 millions. So between 1 million and 2 million, so the 2 millions will apply. Now, but in KL, it is only 1 million. So 1 million and 1 million, 1 million apply. Okay, so now selling of resident, the same thing as platinum. Okay, you have a 10 years holdings period. You can't sell your property within 10 years unless if you want to upgrade your property to a higher amount property, or if you want to terminate your MM2H programs within 10 years. Now you can do so, you can sell your property. Okay, now this is also very important to note. Failure to comply with any of the terms will result in the MM2H pass be revoked. So be very, very careful. Now your pass can be revoked if you do not fulfill the purchase of property within 1 year. Now minimum length, okay, length of stay. Now this is actually basically the same as a platinum. Okay, now dependence is the same as the platinum MM2H pass. Now the only difference is this pass for gold program is only 15 years compared to 20 years for the platinums categories. Now and we can go to the MM2H pass. Okay, now this is the same as category platinums. Please let me know if you are watching my live stream right now. Please let me know where you come from, whether you are come from the North Americans, European country, whether you are watching from Malaysia, or if you are watching from elsewhere. Please let me know you are watching a live stream from Kuala Lumpur at the moment. The time now is 1 o'clock in the afternoon KL time. Today is Sunday, May 4th. Okay, now medical, okay, the same. Business activities, okay, look at this. It is not allowed. You are not supposed to run your business, to have any commercial activities in Malaysia. Okay, be very, very careful. Okay, career opportunity, no. Now and then the medical checkup. Okay, now you have to go through the medical screenings in Malaysia. Now this is the same as platinums. Tax exemption, the same thing. All income, all funds transfer from overseas to Malaysia is tax exempted. So this is very clear. Tax exemptions on incoming fund. Okay, for gold categories. For actually, it is for all categories. Now, change of principal, the same thing. In the event of death of the principal, now the status can be transferred to your next of kin. Okay, now we have our first viewer from the UK. Okay, Pra KB from the UK. Hi. Okay. In the UK, I think we have 8 hours difference. Right now, it could be at what 5 o'clock in the morning, or 6 o'clock in the morning, or 7 to 8 o'clock time difference. We are ahead of the UK times. Okay, in terms of renewal of Pra KB now. If you have any questions, please leave your questions below. This is a live streaming, so that I can share your questions with other viewers as well. Okay, term of renewal. Okay, the pass is you can renew every 5 years. Now this is the same, only the renewal fees. Okay, look at the fees. Okay, the fees for renewal pass is 3,000 for principal and dependents. Okay, means everyone after the 15 years. Okay, it is 6 p.m. right now. Yeah, it means 7 hours time difference. Okay, it's 6 a.m. So very good morning to you. It is already 1 o'clock in the afternoon in KL. Now, okay, now we have finished reviewing the platinum and the gold category. So it is now the silver. Okay, silver categories. So if you are watching live from KL, from Kuala Lumpur, today is May 4th, 2025, Sunday. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon in KL. KL is GMT +8. If you have any problem, any questions, leave your comment below. Okay, please click like, subscribe to my channels, and most importantly, press the bell logo so that you do not miss out any future video release. The notification bell. Now, let us continue with the silver category. Okay, now this is only for a 5 years program, the silver. Okay, now the FD is 150,000 US dollar, or equivalent amount of ringgit, which is now about 600 50,000, around 650,000 ringgit, or 150,000 US dollar FD in any banks in Malaysia. And again, the maximum withdrawal, the keyword is maximum, is 50%. Okay, you can withdraw, you can withdraw less than 50%, but you can't withdraw more than that. For the purchase of properties, for the purchase of residence, educations, medical, and tourism. Okay, for those who are watching live stream right now, if you have any questions, please leave your comments below so that I can answer your questions. Now, participating fees, it is 1,000 per family. Okay, for every principal. Dependent is free, so basically it means 1,000 per family. Purchase of residence. Okay, now you must purchase the residence with an amount of 600,000, or the keyword is or whatever amount, whatever minimum threshold set by the local governments or the state government. Now in KL, the KL state government say all foreigner, the minimum purchase must be 1 million or above. So between 600,000 and 1 million ringgit, so 1 million ringgit will apply. So you must always compare the 600,000 ringgit and whatever set by the local government. Whichever is higher, that will apply. Okay, now this is a keyword. Many people are confused with this. Many people thought that you can buy 600,000 property in KL or Selangor, which is wrong, which is no, which is a big no to that, because property is governed, is controlled by the state governments, not federal governments. Okay, now let us continue with this. Now remember, now this official guide is released by the MOTAC, the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, who are in charge of the MM2H program. Now this official guide is released by them on January 15 this year. Okay, now selling of the resident is not allowed for 10 years, meaning that you have a holding period of your property up to 10 years. Of course, under certain circumstances, you still can sell your property or change the property. Now, failure to comply with any of the terms will result in the MM2H pass to be revoked. Now, for platinums, gold or silver, it is the same. If you do not comply with the property purchase within 1 year, your property, your MM2H pass will be revoked or to be revoked. Okay. Now, if you want to have a quick access, of this official guide, you can click the links in the descriptions below. I have provided you with a link. Now, minimum stay, okay, it is the same as gold or platinums, 90 days for principal who are less than 50 years old. Only them need to comply with 90 days. Dependents, the same thing, okay, no difference. MM2H pass. Okay, now this is a 5 years pass and it is a renewable. Education, okay, dependents, look at the words. Dependent is allowed to pursue their education up to tertiary level in any government recognized higher learning institution or college or university. Now the keyword here is government recognized. Now, yep, if the college or university is not recognized in Malaysia, now that you shouldn't apply to those educational institutions. Okay, dependent is allowed to use the existing, okay, the word existing. Dependents or children is allowed to use the existing MM2H or be given a student pass automatically. Okay, medical, Okay, let us, medical is allowed. Business activities, okay, commercial activities, no, a big no. Workings, okay, career opportunity, no, not allowed. Medical checkup, okay, compulsory to undergo a medical checkup for everyone, every members of the families. Categories, specialty, tax exemptions for all forex generators fund. If you transfer your fund from overseas to Malaysia, now that is tax exemptions. That is tax exempted. So that should give all the applicants a big relief. Now let's come to the terms of renewal. Okay, the pass can be renewed for every 5 years after the maximum years of the program has been completed. Okay, after the program has been completed, applicant will need to produce your passport, medical reports, medical screening reports, health insurance. You must be covered by the health insurance, and the fees is 1,000 for everyone. Okay, 1,500 or 1,500 for each of the members of in the families. Okay, now, and this is for special economic zone. Now, in special economic zone, the most important thing that you must remember at this time, okay, is that the property you purchase must be in forest city. Okay, at the moment, now the keyword is at the moment, you are only allowed to buy property in forest city. In the future, whether others area in the JSSEZ, the Johor Singapore Special Economic Zone, whether it will open to participate in the MM2H program. Now that is not guaranteed, that is not known yet at the moment. Okay, at the moment it is only forest city. Now this is something that you must know. You must be careful, you must take note. Now, special economic zone, or in short form, it is a SEZ, or special financial zone, a short form SFZ. Now, the financial requirement. Now, look at this financial requirement for SEZ. Now, it is it is a split into two categories: for those who are below 50 years old, or for those who are above 50 years old. Now, for those who are below 50 years old, okay, from the age of 21 to 49, the minimum age is 21. Compared to gold, silver, gold, and platinum, the minimum age to participate in this program is 25. But for the SEZ, it is lower to 21 years old. So for those who are below 50 years old, the the amount is only 65,000 US dollar, and for those who have reached 50 years old or exceeded 50 years old, the amount is cut to half. It's only 32,000 US dollar. Now remember, either it is 65,000 US dollar or 32,000 US dollar, you still can withdraw half of it. Okay, after you purchase the property in Forest City, you still can withdraw half of it. So eventually it is 32,500 for those below 50 years old, and 16,100 for those reach 50 years old or exceeded 50 years old. Okay, now the same thing, maximum allowed to withdraw, allowed to withdraw is 50%. For the purpose of purchasing a residence, education, medical, and tourism activity in Malaysia, which means only domestic tourism is allowed. Now, participating fees 1,000. This is the same as silver. Purchase of residence, now the same thing. You have a holding period of 10 years. Length of stay remains unchanged, 90 days for principal who are 50 years old and below only. Okay, not to confuse it is not for everyone. The 90 days stay requirement is only for those principal applicants who are below 50 years old. Okay, and even this, you can share this 90 days with your family members. Okay, dependents. Okay, now dependents, again, spouse, biological children, stepchildren, adopted children, medically certified children with disabilities, parents and parents-in-law. Okay, the same thing. For those who are not married, okay, de facto is not in this category. Okay, de facto is not in the categories. You must show that you are legally married with a recognized marriage certificate. Okay, the pass. This is a 10 years program and renewable after that. Nothing much, no difference. Educations, okay, the same thing. Educations, either dependent is allowed to use the existing MM2H or given a student pass automatically. So automatically, this is the keyword. Okay, be given a student pass automatically. Medical, okay, is allowed. Business, no, you can't run any commercial activity in Malaysia. Career, working, no. Medical checkup, compulsory for everyone, not only apply to the principal, but it applies to all your family members. All right. Okay, if you have any questions, please leave your comment below. This is a live stream from Kuala Lumpur. The time now is 1:15 in the afternoon. So please click like, comment, and share the videos in your social media. And I'll be live streaming on each Sunday, either on 12 noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, let us continue with the MM2H Special Economic Zone. Change of principal. Okay, you can only change of principal if the principal pass away. So you can't simply before he's dead, you can't change the principal status. But in the event of death, okay, in the event of death, if the principal die, you can change their principalship to your next of kin. So like what I say, to choose who is the next of kin is very important. Don't simply change to anyone in the family, because that will affect the status of the rest of the family members. Okay, term of renewal of the MM2H pass. Okay, you need the passport, your medical report, and covered by health insurance. Now this is very simple, and the fees is 300 for everyone. Okay, 300 for everyone. Now look at this. I would like you to take note, to take down. I would like you to snapshot this QR code. Now you can see. Let me do this. Okay, scan the QR code for an updated list of licensed MM2H company. Okay, we are one of them. You can find us in the government's in more tax website. So this is the officials. This is the licensed MM2H company. Okay, very important. And checklist. Okay, now you before approval. Okay, now this checklist may not be updated. Okay, you must have 2 copies of the immigration pass application form. Now, not too worried about this, because all this is the job of your agents. Okay, if you would like to apply MM2H, you can contact me. We are one of the well-known agency in KL. We are very near to the KLCC, the Petronas Twin Tower. We are at KL City Center, the downtown of KL. Okay, a copy of your principal passport and your dependent's passport and the certificate of good conduct, police certificate, okay, other document as required by the OSC. Now this is not too worried about that, because this is the job of your agents. Now after approval, okay, you need to prepare the FD certificates, your health insurance, one copy of the medical reports, personal bonds, and your passport. Okay, now this is all. Now you can see the logo of the Ministry of Tourism's Art or Culture, or in short form it is called MOTAC, M-O-T-A-C. Now this is all it is from page 1. This is altogether 27 pages. Okay, 27 pages. The official release of the guide to Malaysia, the official guide of Malaysia, my second home, official release by MOTAC on January 15, 2025. Now, there are still 4 people are watching, so let me know where are you from, whether if you are coming from the North Americas, European countries, whether you are watching direct from Malaysia. Are there people from China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Japan, Korea, Australia, okay, New Zealand? If you are watching here, please let me know who where you are from. And remember, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, click the notification bell so that you don't miss out the future video release. From time to time, I'll update all on the changes of MM2H programs. Alright, and for this week, we have been go live for 1 hour and 22 minutes, and I'll see you next week.